There is a hope in India's macroeconomic resilience and stability, reasonably decent rates of economic progress during hard times, and central banks' reasonable balance between growth and stability, inflation and development. While there are good times for many sectors, most economists agree that higher rate of economic progress requires better outcomes in education and skills and in productivity. While social participation has improved in human development, outcomes in public good sectors have remained a concern. The nine challenges to inclusion, wages of dignity, education and employability, higher female labor force participation rates, better outcomes in nutrition, health and education, scaling with productivity, lives of dignity in emerging growth points, and clean water and sanitation for all through sustainable response to climate change need to be addressed head-on with governance challenges, changes, and higher untied funding with the community accountability and ownership. This alone will take us on an even higher growth trajectory. A few public policy leaders are despondent in putting money into the public systems in education, health, and nutrition. They should learn from the success of pro poor people public welfare. Both governance and financing reforms hold a key to faster and inclusive progress in India. The successful initiative for diversified rural livelihoods through women's collectives, the convergent decentralized community action, successes in creating Lakpati Didis, a social class of beneficiaries of housing, sanitation, safe cooking gas, electricity, bank accounts, women's collectives, nano and micro businesses, gives hope that transformation on scale is possible on a large scale if the community connects remains integral to the intervention. Rural experienced more successes than urban in these initiatives, leading ultimately to a faster decline of multidimensional poverty in India. Between 2005 6 to 2019-21, COVID did cause disruption. While recovery is discernible in subsequent years, we in India still have a very long way to secure lives of dignity with much higher per capita incomes and quality productivity enhancing opportunities for higher quality of employment. Based on the evidence, the following is suggested for the budget of outcomes. Tech input. First, we must build on the successes of pro poor public welfare that was based on convergent decentralized community action with use of technology and scientific principles, backed with adequacy of untied resources for local household and community level actions. The nine challenges to inclusion require adoption of similar approaches at the last mile for effectiveness. Governance reforms must improve outcomes by providing professionals and decentralized community action in human development sectors. Schools, health facilities, skill care centers, nutrition and daycare centers, green growth, female led economic activity, adequate community enterprise funds for social capital led credit access are all required for the last mile connectivity. Two, let us make concerted efforts to let us make concerted efforts to develop at least one fully integrated provided for nursery to class 12 higher secondary school in every Gram Panchayat and every urban sub-ward unit. Rajasthan tried this effectively. Let the headmaster principal of this integrated school be selected with utmost transparency and excellence. Notify the selected headmaster as the Panchayat education officer responsible for all feeder schools in that school complex. Provide the headmaster with community institutions for planning, implementation and accountability. Instead of few pre-emptory schools, create an integrated school of excellence in each panchayat urban sub-ward and fund it liberally to acquire high quality. This shall also be the hub of skills. Provide a designated headmaster in each feeder school in the panchayat as the school leaders are needed to make the transformation that we are looking for. Give school heads in partnership with the local government school management committees that authority for financial and human resources. Like in Kendriya Vidyalaya and Navodaya Vidyalayas, make the integrated panchayat suburban wards higher secondary school autonomous in every respect, allocate funds to such school complexes with robust accountability framework. 3. Convert every graduate college and course into a finishing course with a certificate diploma into vocational locally employable course to go along with the BA, BCom, BSc. Many years ago, University Grants Commission initiative made colleges like St. Xavier Mumbai and Ruya College Mumbai to offer employable courses along with graduation courses. This made the remarkable differences in the association of future employers with the college and course design. We need to do this on a very large scale. It can energize the employability ecosystem. We need employer participation in course design and financing. Women's collectives. Fourth, engage with social capital of women's collective and elected panchayat, urban basti level leaders to bring out innovation and outcomes across sector. The vision of Lakpati Didis need to be enlarged for even higher incomes. Do everything that frees up opportunities for women-led development. Establish at least 10-hour comfortable crèches for and daycare centers for infants that give mothers the confidence to go to skilled centers, schools, and works. A developed India needs many more caregivers adequately compensated. Fifth, green growth thrust will come from convergent decentralized community action with professionals and scientific principles. We need to respect findings in taking up development works. Our victory over unsatisfactory air quality index will come through community-led collective action from below and not through few prescriptive top-down inversions during the period of crisis. Second, connect every household to a health facility and health personnel with facilitation and hand-holding at the last mile. Use the social capital of women's collective to improve our institutions, schools, health facilities, Anganwadi, skill centers, and so on. Convergent community action using the 11th and 12th schedules of the Constitution is the way to devolve outcomes. Seventh is we must make local governments and community organizations like Women Collective the focal point of our development initiative with funds, functions, and functionaries. There is enough evidence to support this. Urban areas must have another tier for elected leaders at the Basti level. Like women's collectives, we must build a community institution and collective for youth for development. We really need a budget for outcomes that are there only if we accept decentralized community action, convergence from below, professionals and scientific principles, and total trust on the last mile. Decline in market turnover, a good sign. Recent data on trading volumes in the equity, cash, and derivative segment of the stock market indicate that a speculative fervor witnessed in the first half of 24 has cooled considerably. The benchmark Nifty 50 stands at 10% lower from its June 24 peak. Besides this factor, the regulatory tightening last year to check rampant speculation in the equity market seems to have brought about a decline in trading turnover. Large discount brokers have been complaining about the hit to their revenue. However, the regulator should not pay heed. The measures seem to have had their desired effect of weaning some individual investors away from the stock trading. For some time now, the market regulator has been concerned about the surge in the number of individuals trading in the stock market. The work from home culture since the pandemic has increased in the number of active traders in the stock market by 500% since 2019. Studies done by SEBI have shown the 90% of individual traders in the equity, futures, and options segment and 70% of these traders in the cash segment are making losses. Total losses of individual traders in the FNO segment was more than 1.8 lakh crore between FY 22 and 24. To protect these individual investors, the regulator took a series of measures last year. The most important change was the increase in contract size for index derivative contract for 5 to 10 lakh and 15 to 20 lakh. This move increased the capital required for trading and thereby reducing the turnover in these contracts. The most important change was the increase in contract size for index derivative contract from 5 to 10 lakh and 15 to 20 lakh. This move increased capital required for trading, thereby reducing the turnover in these contracts. SEBI has also figured out that speculation occurred most on the expiry day and weekly index options. Therefore, exchanges were told to offer only one weekly option contract, while NSE curtailed its weekly option offering to Nifty 50. BSE limited weekly options to Sensex 30. Other weekly option contracts on Bank Nifty, Nifty Midcap, Nifty Financial Services, Sensex 50, and BankX have been discontinued. Thus curtailing trading avenues for investors. Brokers were also told to stop paying referral incentives to clients, and exchange fee went up for investors. The measures seem to have worked. The premium turnover for index option on the NSE, which witnessed bulk of the trading activity, is down 35% since June 2024. When can we expect a useful quantum computer? The useful answer to this question is 20 to 30 years. The optimists say 10 years. Google unveiled Willow, their new state-of-the-art quantum computing chip with 105 qubits on December 9. Google stated it uh, completed a standard computation in less than 5 minutes that would take a top-tier supercomputer more than 10 to 25 years, which is significantly longer than the universe age. It instantly caused none other than Elon Musk to say, "Wow." Even though the technology can currently only execute niche calculations, the quantum sector was already expected to invest millions in it. Thus, it was experiencing a wow wave even otherwise. About a month after Willow's release, on January 7, Nvidia CEO Jason Huang's one comment wiped out $8 billion in market cap of quantum computing companies. IonQ, D-Wave Quantum and quantum computing and Rigetti computing all saw declines around 40%. Huang stated that it might take 15 to 30 years to bring very useful quantum computers to market. There were disagreements though. For instance, CEO of D-Wave claims that Huang is dead wrong. Undoubtedly, it rekindled debates about the time frame of useful quantum computers. Some experts think 20 to 30 years, while most optimists say in 10 years. Interestingly, these predictions have remained unchanged over the last 25 years, and not in my lifetime is what most cautious people say. Since quantum computing now necessitates supercooling to almost absolute zero, it is not going to fit in our pocket anytime soon. It's been a long journey from enormous computer equipment to air conditioned computer rooms that we have entered, keeping shoes outside, to our modern laptop computers that are robust enough with respect to dust, temperature, and moisture and are ready to operate while traveling. Similarly, it should take some time for quantum computers to evolve to some truly useful ones. While a few additional factors are significant, the number of qubits and accuracy of elementary operations are crucial parameters to quantum computers. According to Jason Huang, a quantum computer will require million times as many qubits as they do now. This estimate may not be weird. uh, this person found that feasible quantum computer would need about 20 million reasonably good physical qubits to factor a 2048-bit integer. Also, according to Moore's law, a dense integrated circuit transistor count doubles approximately every 2 years, indicating an exponential growth. The evolution of classical IT has surpassed accurately predicted by this. Applying Moore's laws to quantum computing, increasing the number of qubits from about 1,000 to 1 million would take about 20 years. Assuming that quantum computers will grow at a comparable rate to quantum computers, therefore, it may take until 2024 to surpass the 1 million qubit threshold. It's interesting to note that IBM in 24 uh, stated that it will have 10,000 qubits in 2023. Majority of hardware makers are obviously more upbeat. However, straightforward. However, how straightforward will that be? At least 2 to the power 1000 continuous variable should be under our control, even if we require 1000 qubits to perform a useful task. So that was it. Thanks for listening. See you in the next one.